Okay, good morning, guys. I hope you're having a great day. S&P pre-market hit all-time highs at 438, and earnings are really good coming out. Snap, Twitter just absolutely snapped. So we'll talk about them in a little bit. But SPY for now, 438. Just know that it's at the previous resistance, right? And so what exactly does it do to it? Does it rip up higher, or does it consolidate between 435, 436, 437, 438? I have no idea. Likely it's gonna go higher, maybe a dip, and then it rips back higher to close the weekly strong. Like that's my prediction. But as long as we are above 430, like we mentioned it yesterday, as long as for now we're holding above 430, I think we're fine. So this level right here, so even if we go up here next week, we come down, I think we're still fine. We're still in a nice little uptrend. Or maybe we just continue going high towards 440, 450, who knows. Okay. So for now, the market is doing great. Triple Qs, tech just absolutely ripper mode. This chart looks a little better than SPY. In this sense, more chances of continuing an uptrend, right? So I think above 365, above this, we continue higher. And so this was a nice dip by if somebody bought in. And it held our level, 354. That was the level, 354. It held above it, right? So nice little uptrend. No reason making this complicated. It's going up nicely. So not until we get a proper reversal or we see something. Tech looks fine. And then financials. Oh man. Yesterday we had a little dip, after Monday and Tuesday rip. Consolidating between this chop, very hard to play here. So let's wait until our level 37.
American Express is up
37. So let's wait until 37 so that we have clear signal for financials that yes, they're in play, and then we can probably play long on those. But now yesterday we had earnings on AXP, American Express, right? It's trading at all-time highs, and a nice uptrend from Feb, right? It was dips along the way. If you're an equity trader, and you caught this move, a great move. Options, obviously there's a lot of chop in between. It's very hard to catch what you're playing on a weekly basis. Only if you're on the right side you make money. Even though the stock went from 135 to 170, people playing options probably lost money too here if they caught these tops, right? Or if they did not know what they were playing, or if they caught the chop here. So you have to be very careful how you play the chart. So opening all-time highs, and as mentioned in pre-market notes, do keep an eye on Mastercard, right? Now most cases when one in the competition, like Mastercard, Visa, American Express are all similar companies, and usually when one does good, the others are expected to do good as well. Now these will probably run into earnings now. It can break all-time highs. They're up a little bit pre-market, and then we want to see on earnings, is it priced in, or are their numbers going to be really good that they keep continuing higher on earnings? Okay, so Mastercard, same thing, a great long, nicely up on a longer time frame. To play options is very tough, right? Because a lot of chop that happens. So as long as we hold above 380, I think 390 comes. Premiums, I think their earnings are next week if I'm not wrong. LB, you want to confirm?
What?
Mastercard earnings. So 390 is likely before earnings, and then if we can get a break above 395, 396, this can continue towards 420, 450 fast. Okay, so the mostly when I play Mastercard it's usually through spreads. I don't like paying high premiums. So this name you can keep an eye on. Visa, it's also trading up nice uptrend. Another great long. For playing options, be careful what you're playing. Buy time if you are. But on these names, I recommend playing spreads. And then
July
Snap,
29th.
July 29th. Okay, so next week. This stock absolutely just killed their earnings. Their revenues are up. User growth is up. Ad revenue is up, right? Which was supposed to be affected. And it's trading at near all-time highs right now pre-market. The question is, one of the earnings when Snap actually even dipped on earnings, it recovered and kept going all day. The question today is, at the open, now there is a lot of selling pressure at 73 level. Keep this in mind, okay? However, if it holds above 73, in the first 15 minutes or by 10 o'clock, we can probably see this towards 77, even $80 today. It's possible if it does not give up 73. If it trades below 73, be careful. If you have options, scale out some profits or take your profits, it's up to you. But 73 is very hard. Twitter, also 73 is very hard for Twitter as well. Okay, so both 73 numbers, be careful on them. right? And when Twitter and Snap had earnings yesterday, again, kind of screwed up. Instead of Baba, should have bought Facebook because more chances. So even we make mistakes sometimes. But so trading at all-time highs. Basically, Twitter and Snap earnings just signaled Facebook that their ads were not really effective with all those things that were going on with iOS and all the antitrust, whatever the problems were. So Facebook has gotten an upgrade to 480 this morning. 480, am I right, LB? It's 480, right? So this can rip huge towards 400. But again, I would not want to jump in. But if you want to play, you want to take a bet and you're optimistic, you can probably play this to the upside. Okay. Premiums will be high. So another way of playing this is via spreads if you have a small account, right? Buy a call and sell a call. If you want a recommendation and you want to play Facebook, you're more than welcome to ask me in the chat. I can recommend some strategies which you can do. Okay. Google, again, same industry all-time highs. And it's just a nice little uptrend which just keeps running. Right, so tech is really strong right now, and I expect 2,600, 2,700 on this one. Well, 2,600 is here, but 2,700, 2,800. Okay. Amazon, we bought in lotos yesterday. Positions are up, right? Most of them, except the 3,900, 4,000 spreads, which we have time on. They should be, I think, in profit next week, hopefully, if the run continues. But any other position that we entered yesterday, whether it was butterflies or it was any spreads, they're up nice right now. Okay, at the open you will get profits. It's up to you how you manage them. All right, the number here today that manages 3675. If we can get above 3675, we likely see 3700 today. Okay, and if it gets 3700 today, we might even go higher than 3700. So let's see. So earnings next week, does this also rip up 5-10% on earnings? Last earnings it was trading near 3550. We're only 100 points above after 3 months, which is not a lot. Right, so this can run huge if numbers are great. All right, if 3620 fails today and it dips below 3620, then we can definitely see downside towards 3550, 3490. So know these downside levels. All right. Shopify, sold my lot of butterflies for 200% yesterday. Right, I mean, in overnight I got a nice trade. They were trading at 10 bucks. We bought at $3 something, and I took my profits. Okay, a huge run. At the open, does it continue going higher? That's up to you to manage now. Your butterflies will be up maybe 250, 300%. I know some of you guys held. Manage them at the open. If shop gets near 1630, 1640, those will be up 1,000% today. Okay, if you held. So, I mean, if you had the portfolio. So, manage your account. TAL, Chinese, we have some news out of China, right? If you guys read the pre-market notes I mentioned. So, the news basically was the Chinese have banned, or they're stopping their educational institutions from listing their stock in a foreign market. So like people from the US, they cannot invest into those stocks no more. And this stock is down 50%, more than 50 now. It's at 840 pre-market, right? So that's the reason there's a big dip in TAL, EDU, and some other stocks. And then the tech stocks, which we have JD and Baba also, I mean, market, people get scared, so they're also down a good chunk on their part. My leaps on Baba, I'm holding strong because I do believe in a bright future in a few months, right? These news will pass by.
Why
Short term, well, about 2023, right? 2023, brother. And but for now, short term, there is pain, right? 200, 210, 215, these levels, it just keeps bouncing until we get some legit news out of China regarding that the tech is clear and then there's no cracking on these stocks, right? But until then, there will be pain for short term. So let's see what happens. No idea. Maybe it'll be for the good, maybe worse. I have no idea. But personally, just thinking, I don't think these companies, much will happen with them. But for some time, they might go through a struggle. All right. So let's see. Short term, there is pain. For long, I'm holding strong, not worried. Manage yours. And guys, a lot of great plays called in the group yesterday, especially on Amazon. I think we had more than 40, 50 different trades in one day by a lot of traders. And you guys all nailed it. Okay. And so congrats. Manage today at the open. It's a green market, green positions, and I think we keep running, but who has seen the next 8 hours? And we'll see you guys back in the chat.
Hey, what are you trying to do?
So you